Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, and this morning I woke up, new season, to start opening my draft chest. Of course I didn't record it, so I'm gonna relive the magic right now in the developer build. So you might notice some new cards here, guys. This is not my real account. This is just a preamble to the real episode. So I had a tough decision. I had Ice Wizard, and I had Ice Wizard Inferno Dragon, and I was like, what the heck do I want here? It was a tough choice. So it got me thinking, you know what, let's make a ranking the legendary cards, and I want it to be a useful video as well. So in today's video, we're gonna go look at the legendary card usage rates based on who's using what legendary cards the most. Then I'm gonna share my ranking based on if I was a player and I didn't have any legendary cards and I wanted to unlock them. So basically, if it appears in my shop, am I going to buy it or not? And then we're gonna have some fun and open up a real legendary chest in the real game, and we're gonna go ahead and play a couple matches of all legendary cards. It should be fun, it should at least be interesting, so we'll do some legendary trolling. So here, this was the decision I had actually in my, wow, what are the odds, right? In Inferno Dragon, in Ice Wizard, I actually went with Inferno Dragon, but it was a tough call. They'll be neck and neck in my big rankings. So let's open up Flying Machine, this last legendary, or this last legendary choice here. I love the new graphic. And oh, Sparky versus Ewiz, are you kidding me? I'm gonna go Ewiz. But let's go ahead and take a look at the popularity rates here. So this is from statsroyale.com, and you can kind of see what are the most popular in terms of usage rates legendary cards in the game. You can see Log way up there along with Ewiz, and then it just goes down from there. It's surprising to see some of these cards, Lava Hound and Bandit towards the bottom of the pack here, even Night Witch. My ranking will be a lot different because this is just popularity. This is also dependent on what arenas people have these cards unlocked in, so don't take this, or take this as a grain of salt. Get into my rankings if you want some actual strategic insight behind these card choices. So let's go ahead and move over to the live build, Mega Knight Hype, and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, so here we are on the main account. Now reminder, the way we're going to be ranking these cards is if you were going to be unlocking them, meaning I'm going to be prioritizing the cards that I'd like to have in as many decks as possible. So cards, excuse me, that are really versatile will have extra bonus points on this ranking. Now, I should say, before I get into the very last card, we're going to go from worst to first here, that I think that all the legendary cards are really good and useful and worth unlocking. So if one appears in the shop, I might be tempted to grab any single one of them, maybe except for the last two on the list. So anyway, here they are. Ranked number 12 is going to be Sparky. Now, Sparky's not useless, and you can take your opponent by surprise by using the trash can on wheels, aka Sparky, aka she's beautiful and I love her, and I didn't mean to call her trash can on wheels. But she might need a little bit of a buff. I feel like she takes forever to recharge, and she's so easy with all the lightning, all the zap, all the ice spirit, all the E-Wiz in the meta right now. It's just so easy to reset Sparky. So I feel bad for her, but she's going to be number 12 for now. Number 11 is going to be Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard is not a useless legendary card. Again, guys, all these legendaries can be used in a variety of different decks with success. So Ice Wizard, I find he actually fits decently in beatdown decks or control decks, really slowing things up. I love his unique ability, but he's going to be ranked number 11 because he can't one-shot skeletons. Just a little bit of a DPS boost so he can one-shot skeletons, and he'd be extremely valuable. He'd go from worst to first, or close to. Moving on to number 10, we have a recently buffed Inferno Dragon. So again, guys, remember, this is a tough list to make. I feel bad ranking some of these cards as low as they are, but legendary cards are really, really good. So Inferno Dragon probably would have been ranked last overall before his buff, but now we're starting to see him in new and improved control decks, and obviously as well in the Lava Loon meta again. So I think Inferno Dragon is on the right track, but hey, someone's gonna be 10th. So moving on to 9th, we have the Lumberjack. Now maybe he could have been 10th, but Lumberjack is another niche card that can be used in some specific decks, like hog decks, like beatdown decks, big golem decks. So he does have a use in the game, a spot in the game, and he's a really fun card to play. However, compared to some of these juggernauts that are 1 through 8, I kind of rank him just a tiny sliver below the card number 9, and the card, or number 8 rather. And card number 8 is going to surprise a lot of you guys. And when I get into the top 8 here, the reason I ranked them the way I did was I tried again to pick a card that's not necessarily a win condition, but can fit into a lot of different types of decks. So some of you might see where I'm going here. But for number 8, I picked Lava Hound. Wow, how the mighty have fallen. So Lava Hound has fallen just slightly out of the meta. It's not really a tier 1 deck. Some might argue it is, but you know, look at CCGS. I think only Godslayer used Lava Loon in Lava Hound meta right now. There's just a lot of good counters going around, a lot of Three Musketeer going around. So Lava Hound has taken a little bit of a dip. It's still an incredibly strong win condition. I would definitely unlock Lava Hound if I had the opportunity to do so. However, it's limited. If you're playing Lava Hound, you're not playing it in a control deck, a cycle deck. You're pretty much just playing it in a Lava Hound beatdown deck, okay? So moving on to number 7, we have another surprise here, and you might see there's a card missing in my screen. That's because it's in my current deck, and it's probably the best, certainly the most popular legendary card overall, but it's also one of the easiest to substitute for. So that's why I'm putting the log at number 7. So this is probably going to shock a lot of you guys again. And it's not because it's not amazing. The log is the most useful card out of any legendaries. However, it's also the most easily replaceable with Zap or Arrows or Fire Spirit or whatever, depending on the use of the log. So that's why I would rank some of these other legendary cards just a tick above the log, even though the log is still one of the strongest cards, certainly the most popular legendary card in the game. Moving on, we have the Princess. Now, the Princess is another one of those cards that can easily be substituted for in bait decks. She's really strong. She's always been really strong. She has that incredibly long range and that spread attack. She can hit multiple targets. Really love the Princess. However, again, you can substitute for her. You can put in archers, you can put in arrows. Again, depending on the deck, you can put in a Goblin Gang if you're playing like a bait deck or a skeleton army. So the Princess is going to be number 6. Number 5 is the recently improved and oh so attractive Bandit. I have a little crush on the Bandit. I think I told you guys. A few of you were like, cringe, crush on the Bandit. What the heck, Ash? I just want to see what she looks like underneath that mask. But anyway, enough of my crush, guys. Bandit was recently buffed. She has now more HP and also a very significantly faster dash ability. I think that she warrants a spot in the top 5 right now, so she is 5th. Moving on to number 4, I like Graveyard as number 4. Now, this was a tough one. You could rank Graveyard number 1 or rank it number 8 if you wanted to, because it's a win condition. Again, if you're using Graveyard, you're building a deck around Graveyard. But Graveyard is so powerful, and the RNG is just so unique to the card, and, you know, that creates a little bit of controversy, having luck as a factor into the card. So it's certainly a love it or hate it type of card, but it's also incredibly powerful. As opposed to Lava Hound, we saw so many Graveyard decks in CCGS and in top tier tournaments, so Graveyard is number 4 on my list. Now we get to the top 3. The top 3 are all super strong. You could really order these cards any way you wanted to. Number 3, I decided to go with Miner. Miner is a really strong card, a unique card. It's a proxy card, meaning that you can put it almost immediately to your opponent's tower. Miner dominates in 2v2. It dominates in control. It does very well in bait. It fits in well with Three Musketeer decks. Miner, really good card. Miner control, Miner cycle. There's a lot of variety around that one Miner card. It doesn't have to be your win condition. That's why it's ranked number 3. Ranked number 2, we only have 2 cards left, guys. It's the Night Witch and the E-Wiz. Night Witch and E-Wiz, so powerful, both of these cards. However, after the nerf to Night Witch, and because I don't think she fits quite, oh, maybe I'd take that back. She fits in a lot of decks. Both of these cards can fit very well in a lot of decks. But I'm going to put Night Witch 2 and E-Wiz 1. I mean, this could have been flip-flopped as well. I would love to unlock both of these cards if I were you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and rank right now Night Witch number 2 and E-Wiz number 1 because E-Wiz is just that fundamentally so strong defensive card in really any deck. It still has that zap ability as it hits the pavement, so to speak, in the arena. He is incredibly powerful and lucrative on your counter pushes. E-Wiz, it can shut down Lavaloon. It can with Tornado, it can totally shut down Lavaloon. It can negate Sparky. It can negate Inferno Towers and beat down decks. He just does a heck of a lot. A better defensive option than his counterpart way down in the Ice Wiz. Not the E-Wiz, but the Ice Wiz. He's just a better version of the Ice Wiz, in my opinion. So that is going to be my top legendary cards. Now let's have some fun. On my screen here, I have a magical chest and a legendary chest. Let's go ahead and gem both of these up right now, see if we have anything good, and then I want to play a match using all legendary cards. We'll see how I do. So, this chest, do we get any? Okay, we haven't gotten anything I can use so far. 4 freezes. I guess I'll take it. Let's hope you have better luck in the legendary chest. Let's unlock it. 144 gems. What do we got, guys? Come on. Come on. Night Witch. All right. Well, hey, my second best legendary card. We got it. I'll take her. Although not even close to a level 4, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I know some of you haven't even unlocked her at all. So let's go ahead and form a deck with all these legendary cards. You know what? Let's make things interesting and use my top 4 and my bottom 4 cards, okay? So we'll use Night Witch. We'll use E-Wiz. So we're not even going to use the log. That stinks. We'll use the both of the wizards because we have top 4 and bottom 4. So what do I have? Miner in my top 4. I have Graveyard in my top 4. This is going to be the craziest deck. Oh my god. I'm sure it's been done before, but maybe not with this exact card combination. Gonna get Sparky in there, of course. We have Lumberjack and Inferno Dragon. And we'll get into a match in just a second here. Lumberjack and Inferno Dragon. Where are you? Inferno and LJ. So let's see how we do here. It's season reset right now. I'm recording this today, the day it goes live. So hopefully we'll get an under-leveled player and maybe we'll bully him with an all-legendary troll deck. So let's see what we get here, guys. All right, so it's going to be against, oh boy, Condor YouTube. It looks like another YouTuber, guys. So how the heck are we going to play this deck here? Oh man, huge shout out to Condor YouTube. If he's a real YouTuber, I'll link him in the description. So let's see. Let's let him make the first move here. I don't have a great first play. Not that I expected to have one. You know what? Oh man, I gotta play something. This is live. This is live. This is important. Shout out to Adult Esports, by the way. Great clan family. You know what? Let's just go with a super aggressive graveyard push for no reason. We're just gonna go with a Lumberjack Graveyard. See what happens. This is interesting. So he counters with a Bandit Baby Dragon. So it's a good counter, but look at that Lumberjack doing work. Taking down that Bandit, but I'm not even gonna get like maybe a few hits with those skeletons. So it's tough when I don't have a spell to combo with the Graveyard, but it's okay. I'm going to counter this Baby Dragon with the E-Wiz here. And then I'm just going to send in the Miner. Because I need to get damage, a lot of damage, because all I really have... I have a few options, but okay. Alright, we're going to play an Inferno Dragon right on this P.E.K.K.A. and she will be down, the P.E.K.K.A. that is, before she reaches the tower. So Inferno Dragon coming in handy there. We're just going to let him go, though. We have really nothing great to pair him with. You know, plays a Night Witch. I guess I could have countered with an Ice Wizard. Ice Wizard is actually pretty good against Night Witch. So we're going to play a Sparky way in the back here. I don't know what he's running for a spell here. Poor guy's under level. It's the first day of the season, like I said. So, you know, I should have a good chance, even though it's kind of a trolley deck. But look at his cards are certainly lower level than mine. So we're just going to go ahead and play a Graveyard here. And we'll play an Ice Wizard. Try to protect my my Sparky. Let's see if Sparky can get a hit off on this tower. The log, it doesn't matter, I guess. We take down the tower, so good job there. Again, Ice Wiz kind of buying some time. I love how I'm commentating like this is a real match, you know? Like, oh yeah, I want to play my Ice Wiz right over here, guys. It's a common mistake. So we're just going to drop a Lumberjack at this point. Playing pretty good defense here. in the left, all things considering. But look at that bandit does reach the tower. We're going to play a Sparky in the back again. The Sparky actually worked out all right. He doesn't have a heavy spell, so not too worried about that. We're going to play a Night Witch again on defense with the Ice Wizard backing her up. So that Battle Ram is going to connect. We're going to go ahead and play a Graveyard and... this poor opponent here. We're going to play a... Now I kind of feel bad. Like, this is a stupid thing to do, like a trolly move. I didn't mean it to, like, poke fun at people. I hope people realize that. I'm just trying to have fun with an all-legendary deck. But well played, and good luck. Man, I can't believe I feel bad all of a sudden. I'm sorry, guys. I hope it didn't... Let's do one more match, and then we'll end the video. I know, I feel so bad that I'm going to go into another match. All right, let's see. This time we will use... we'll just get a little push going with Night Witch and E-Wiz. And then an Ice Wiz rather, and then we'll use Miner to tank. Let's see what he has for an answer to this. This is actually kind of fun, guys. I mean, see, if that Ice Wiz could one-shot, I guess it doesn't really matter if he's backing up a Night Witch, because, oh, I wish I had Log right now. Look at that. That combo didn't do too poorly. And look at my opponent's playing an Ice Wiz here. Come on, Sparky. Oh man, look at that. Sparky absolutely shut down. Oh gosh, that was rough. Oh, she almost stayed alive there to take out that Miner, but E-Wiz will get the job done there. That was a interesting start to that match. I'm not gonna do a Graveyard here. I think they have the. I think I'm kind of hurting an Elixir right now, and indeed it was a good decision not to. I could have Inferno Dragon there, but instead we'll just kind of slow things up and get a counter push going with the Lumberjack and the Ice Wizard, and then we'll add the Night Witch to the combo here. Hopefully we can take advantage of the Lumberjack's rage here and get some serious damage. And come on, baby, come on. Oh, that skeleton army totally shut me down. Either way, it would have shut down the Inferno Dragon as well. So I suspect he's going to be playing a Royal Giant on his next push here. So let's stop him from doing that and play an Inferno Dragon in the back, and then we'll get a Miner Graveyard combo. That way we can shut down. So what I want to do is make sure I send the Miner over here so that the Executioner is facing the other way from my Graveyard. Again, guys, here I am with the commentary like this is a deck that you guys are going to be wanting to master or something. So look at Inferno Dragon locks on. He's going to... Oh, I was going to say he might take that tower, but they just use Zap, so they can't reset my Sparky. So let's just go ahead and set up some defense here. Beautiful. Beautiful job, Sparky. Making me regret picking you as my last card. So this is going to be a really big push here. It's Fireball. I forget about that just as I dropped the Night Witch, so I might end up losing... okay. No Fireball. Come on, Sparky. Zap used on Sparky. Looks like Night Witch might get to the tower here. Nope, she goes down. That was good defense there by my opponent. Oops, I gotta play a card. So this time we will Inferno Drag Ice Wiz because he just used his Zap. And we're just gonna drop a Lumberjack here. And I could either Miner at this point or I could Graveyard. I'm just gonna Graveyard because I have a lot coming down the lane here. And that was really good. And check this out. I'm going to send in Miner. And, come on, baby. Get a few hits in. Yeah! Alright, so we're bullying here and trolling, but it's still fun to do, guys. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Make sure you check out his information in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, guys. It means the world to me. Take care, guys.